welcome back everybody. No, it's not Christmas yet, but it will be very soon. So some people like to start early for the festive season. Some people not so much, but this is for all you people out there that are just nuts over the entire season and just can't get started soon enough. I do know we have Halloween in between, but I'm going to skip that for now and let's get straight to Christmas. I'll show you how to make these. I mean, I came across these a couple of years ago, and I worked up the pattern and I thought these are really adorable. So I made a whole bunch and they were a complete sellout last year, and I couldn't really make them quick enough, to be honest. But I wanted to show you how easy they are to make. There are approximately 2 inches from the top to the heel, 2 inches from here to here, and it's about 1.5 inches wide. So I made these mainly for Christmas trees. They looked absolutely lovely, especially in these colors, but you can make any color you like. So these are your traditional colors that you would go for. We've even got obviously the red, but finished off with a gold trim here. Again, you don't need to use gold, you can use anything, so any color that you want. They're perfect for Christmas trees, they're perfect for children, they're perfect for adding little bits of jewelry or a little sweet or a treat into a bigger gift. You can make, you know, you can make your cord through and hang it on your fireplace. Absolutely gorgeous they look. And you know, like I said, these are traditional theme colors if you like that sort of vintage Christmas feel. But if you have a more modern feel to your Christmas tree, for example, it may be silver and silver or just gold or whatever. So you, for the silver, you can make white ones, you know, and add a silver to the end. So really it's entirely up to you, you know. Think about what theme you're having and what decorations you're having. These are also, just before I start, another really useful thing is dinner placement. So you've got your gorgeous dinner set, everything set out for Christmas dinner. These are perfect for sliding in a knife and a fork. You can have one of these sitting next to your plate on the side. It will look really cute on your dinner table. Anyway, those are all the possibilities. Everything's, you know, all down to you, what you want to do, how you want to do it. So I've made one red already, and I'm going to show you how to make these super quick. Made in acrylic yarn, 100% acrylic I've used for these, and it's a DK yarn lightweight number 3. You can use any hook and any yarn, but to get this size 2x2, I recommend you use a lightweight yarn and a 3.5mm crochet hook. But like I said, if you want to make them bigger, you could make them smaller even, but I don't really think you'd want them any smaller than that. Use any hook you want, any yarn you want. So yeah, let's begin. So I've made one and I'll show you. So I've just got some red here. You want to start off with a magic circle. And please, people, do slow me down if I am going really fast, because I do often forget that there are beginners out there, you know, that sometimes get confused where I'm putting my hook. So you can slow me down on the YouTube app, but let's begin. I will try and go as slow as I can. So there's your magic circle, and then chain 1, and into the magic circle place 8 single crochets. If you don't know how to do a single crochet, you can just pause this quickly and check my single crochet tutorial. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, pull the tail to close it up and slip stitch into the first single crochet, chain 1. So you've got 8 single crochets. Now you want to place 2 in each one. So 2 single crochets there, and then 2 into the remaining 7. And that should give you a total of 16 single crochets. I can't wait to start making a whole batch of these. but I will show you first. Okay, give that a bit more of a pull and slip stitch into the first single crochet there. Now you want to chain 1 and single crochet into the 16 stitches all the way around. Now we're not extending any more than that because it's a very tiny stocking, and by just doing single crochet rounds now, it will make that turn into a tube, the toe part. So we want to do, so we've done 1, 2 and 3, those are your 3 rounds. So the last one was a single crochet into the 16 stitches. We need to do another 5 rows of single crochet. So beginning of each row, chain 1, single crochet into that first stitch, and then all the way around. Okay, and go ahead and do that another 5 times, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so we've just completed 8 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slip stitch into the first single crochet of the last round here, and we're going to immediately, oh, just tuck that in, go into the heel. So for the heel, you want to chain 1 into the same stitch to a single crochet, next one single, the next one a half double crochet, next one single, and next one single. So for the beginning of that heel, it's single crochet, single, half double crochet and 2 singles. Chain 1 and turn your work over. Now we're not going into this one here, the very first one. We want to go into the second one. So yarn over and half double crochet into that stitch. Then do another 3, so that's 1, total of 4. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3 and 4. We missed that first one there. And then we want to slip stitch, not here, into the base there. Chain 1, flip your work, so not into the first one, into the second one. Can you see that will be the one that you came out from? It'll be the second one. Start there and do a half double crochet, and we need 2 more, total of 3. Once you've done the 3 half double crochets, you miss that one and you slip stitch there. Okay, so there's a tiny little heel here. We just brought the work up. So I've taken my hook out. We finished there. What we want to do is start the top part of our stocking from here. So the best way is to, if you can see, go 1 stitch back there, put your hook through, so we've dropped that loop, and then bring that loop through here, if that makes sense. Oops, excuse me, it's getting a bit tricky, a little bit tricky. There we are. So we've gone back 1, okay? I just want to make absolutely sure I've done that right. Just bear with me. 2, 3. Yes, that's right. So pull up the loop that you've just finished, go back into the stitch before there and drag that through. We just want to get to the middle of the back approximately. So chain 1, and that very same hole, do a single crochet. So we are at the back, okay? We want to work 3 single crochets down the side. Just evenly place them. 1, 2 and 3. We do not work into this one because that's already been worked into, so forget that. Go into the next one and do single crochets across the front. Should be 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, that's right, 10, 9 and 10. We don't work into that one because that's already been worked into, and then just do 3 single crochets up the side again. Place anyway evenly, there's no real, the last one there, 3, and then slip stitch to the top. Okay, now all we need to do is do 5 rows around. Should be 17 stitches in total. So, but if you are out by 1 or 2, it makes, well, I shouldn't say 2, but you know, if you're out a little bit, it doesn't make any difference really, to be honest, because it won't lose its form, and you're not actually wearing them, so they are going to be Christmas decorations, but you should be okay. So go into that very first one, single crochet, and then they should be 17 all the way around. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, yeah, 16 and 17. Slip stitch to the top of the first single crochet. See the little heel? So cute. So we've done 1. Go ahead and do another 4 rows, starting with chain 1, and then go into the very same one that you came out of, and 17 single crochets all the way around. This is row 2, and go ahead and do a total of 4. And I'll meet you at the end of row number 4. Okay, yeah, just before we join the round, just wanted to clarify, I think I said 4 rows in total. It's not. Once you've established your 3 down the side, 10 across, 3 up the side, and that's 17 stitches. So once you've got your 17 stitches, it's an additional 5 rounds. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, not 4, sorry. And then slip stitch to that last stitch, chain 1 and cut the yarn. You need a little bit here. So, how cute are these? I will show you now with a contrasting colour. In my case, it's going to be gold, but you can make them in silver. You can put the green on instead. Any yarn that you have, any festive colour yarn that you want to make the loops out of. It's not a, you know, it's whatever you want to do. So you can see here, that's where we did the tied off, whoops, slip knot. So you want to go 1 stitch behind here, okay? Pull through your yarn. Hold everything there for a minute, and then chain 1, and into that very same stitch do a single crochet. Okay, then the next thing, you can work this all the way around if you like, or you can just leave them to weave in on the end. I actually like weaving them in because it's such a small project, so you're not really going to see the inside of the stocking much. So the next one, make sure it's not bare, it's there. Single crochet there. and then single crochet all the way around until you get to the end. Should be 17 again. I'm holding everything in, and then I'll chop it off at the end. There we are. Coming towards the end, slip stitch that first single crochet, and you can see from here that we're sort of on this side. We want it to be there because we're now going to make a loop to hang. So I do 8 chains, but you can do 6, you could do more, depends how long you want your drop to be from the tree. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. I actually think 8's enough just to hang on the end of the, so that's where we've made the chain from. You miss the middle one and into that one, so you miss a stitch and then slip stitch, chain 1, cut your yarn, see how I pulled mine along, so I'm just going to snip these off now. Little end here. Okay. And then grab your needle. And you want this to sort of, you want to go this way. It will be much neater. I can't really explain why. If you go this way, then it's no good. So yeah, just put it through a couple of times. Again, see, it gives it a little tug, makes it a bit more neater. Just 2 or 3 times. This is just to secure it's not going to come apart, but you know, you do want things to be neat. There we go. And there's our little mini stocking. I absolutely love these. You can see on my hand how small they are. So yeah, go ahead and make loads of these. I'm actually really addicted to these, so I think after this tutorial I'm just going to make a whole bunch of different colours. Do hope you like this tutorial. I know it's a little bit early, but it gives you a little side thing to do when sometimes we can get bored, you know, of our bigger projects. We want to put it down and try something different. Why not? Make some of these. I think you'll really enjoy yourself. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one.